Alright everyone, I'll take you on a small tour of my fish only with live rock tanks and mangrove tank. This is the main 55-gallon display, and got a little hair algae going on there. This tank's been up and running for about 2.5 years, I think. A lot of those fish are actually, that hippo tank's almost 3 years old. The yellow tank's probably 2 years old. And I know what you tang police are thinking. What in the hell does he have tangs in a 55-gallon tank for? Well, they were small when I got them, and they are very happy. And they are going to be moving to a 150-gallon tank within a month, so they'll be very happy then. I've had most of these fish in here for over 2 years. That damsel right there, he was the first fish I bought at place up in Lancaster called That Fish Place. He's about 3 years old, I think. He's gotten very big over the years. Never did get into the corals. Just kept the fish only with live rock tank. Still afraid of corals a little bit. I did have an anemone in there for. He's still in there. He's shrunk up. He's tiny now. Where's he at? Right there. Wait a sec. There he is. He used to be huge, and I cut my lighting back, and he kind of shriveled up. Guess I shouldn't have did that. I wanted to try to kill this hair algae problem. So that's my main display tank, and over here I have another 55-gallon tank which I just set up, which is going to be converted to 150 gallons. So I'm going to use this sump and everything for the 150-gallon tank that I'm getting. I just have 2 damsels in there, which I've had for probably about a year, those guys. And overflow box. Probably put some macro algae down here eventually. And over here is my mangrove tank, which I've had these mangroves for about a year now, and they're finally starting to shoot up like crazy. They were tiny when I got them. Got a small heater thing back there. And the sailfin in here, don't worry, he's not staying in there either. He's in there because he was in the, actually the tank over there, the new 55-gallon, and the damsels were ripping his fins apart, as you can see. His top ones are gone, but they're starting to heal. So he's going into 150. On down here is the refugium macroalgae. I got grape caulerpa in there and Cheeto. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cheeto. Morpha. Stuff does great. Keeps everything, the nitrate levels low, and phosphate's pretty good. Grows pretty fast. I just used some old freshwater tank I had there, and I added this light to it as well. So I got this light and the light under here. Seems to get it growing pretty good. Over here I have a little small freshwater thingy going with one fish. This guy, I've had this guy here for well over 3 years, I think. He's a tough little bugger because I don't do too many water changes on this bi-orb tank. But it's a cool little tank. Let's get a shot of it like this. There's the whole setup. So that is about it, folks. Got my yellow tang, the Niger trigger, which I thought he'd be, I mean, he's been there for about 2 years, I think, and he's actually pretty peaceful with all the tank mates there. He don't even mess with the chocolate chip star, which I've had this star. I had this star for about 2.5, 3 years as well. Looks like he's just recently. I noticed he's starting to crumble apart. I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know if he's getting enough food or if, hell, maybe the Niger trigger's picking at him. I don't know, because I only feed once a day or once every other day in this tank, and I've been doing that for about a year, and they seem to be doing well with that little bit of food. Also, I haven't done a water change in this tank in over a year, believe it or not. Thanks to macroalgae and the mangroves. The water stays crystal clear. My nitrates are at like 20. The hair algae there I've had for a long time, and I just can't seem to kick. And this being a fish only with live rock tank, the nitrates really ain't gonna hurt. But if you had a reef tank, you'd be in some trouble probably, or maybe not. No pro. Down here I got my sump. It's a mess. I got false band reactor with the false band in there, and I got another reactor over there filled with carbon, and then I got some live rock heaters, pumps, all that good stuff in the sump. Just a small sump. So, but this setup's been going now for with my mangroves and the macroalgae and the sump. It's been going for about a little over a year, like I said, and I haven't did a water change since I set all this up. So I know all you're out there are thinking, he's a nut, he shouldn't have fish, he hasn't done a water change in a year, kill him. But fish are happy, water quality is good. Have a little algae, like I said, but overall this tank stays very clean too. The glass don't get much on it at all. Clean it maybe once a week. The back part of the glass don't get hardly anything on it. Of course, my chocolate chip star likes to chow down on that. What else? I got some snails and hermits in there. Not too many though. I haven't had no fish die in this tank in, actually, since I set it up years ago. I think I had an ick outbreak years back when I first set it up, and I lost a what was it? Some type of butterfly fish, which I loved it. It was a hardy thing too, but I had the ick outbreak and tried to do everything to get rid of it. So I bought nothing worked, so I bought a UV sterilizer, and a lot of people say they work, some say they do, some say they don't. But I gave it a shot, and sure enough, my ick was gone within 3 weeks to a month. Gone. So I don't know if it was me feeding the garlic guard or the UV sterilizer that actually did it, but it's gone. I haven't had it since. It's been a couple years since I've had ick. But these guys, as you see, they're all happy together in a 55-gallon tank, which they will be going to a 150 here in a month, so they'll be even happier. Just going to transfer, I believe I'm going to transfer everything over out of this tank. All the live sand, live rock. Also have a tomato clown in here, but he likes to hide. Where's he at? He likes to hide back in this corner. And I got a bunch of salt here. Probably can't see him. He's not in there. Where'd he go, tomato clown? Oh, there you are. There he is. He's down in there. But anyway, that's about it.